Hi there, this is Stormie Andrews, co-founder of Yokel Local, creator of the world's best buyer persona system. And today we're talking about paid advertising in a nutshell. Now, the video that you're on right now is video number 3. So in the videos that we've covered, in video number 1, we went over what is paid advertising. Video number 2, we went over the main advertising mediums. What we're going to cover in this video are the 3 pillars of paid advertising, followed by planning and budgeting, and then paid advertising KPI. So if you haven't seen video number 1 or video number 2, you may have gotten here a little too early. So what I would recommend you doing is stopping this video, go to video number 1 and watch that one first. The videos are pretty short, pretty, to the point, but go for it. If not, if you've already seen the first 2 and you're in the right place, let's move forward. So the 3 pillars of paid advertising, what is it? Let's talk about that for just a moment. So paid media breaks down into 3 core elements. And what I want you to do is the 3 core elements really fall into this category here. We have the offer, the audience, and then the creative. So before you do any paid advertising, it's not just a scenario of, let me just do some paid advertising. It's 3 distinct areas that you have to give energy, resources, and attention to. So what do we mean by that? What is your offer? What is your compelling offer if you're doing paid advertising? Now remember, in video number 2, we talked about your customer's intent. So maybe your offer isn't about them buying your goods and services. Maybe it's about introducing them to your brand. And maybe that is your offer. Your offer is just introducing them to your brand, but maybe you have a sale or a special or something that is so incredible that no one else on the planet has, that you think that is value to your ideal clients. Well, now you have your special offer. So what is your offer? Let's give it thought. As a matter of fact, as it pertains to your solution to your ideal clients, what are the other offers that are out there? So imagine that I was in the market for your goods and services, right? And I come across your ad and your offer. It takes me to your landing page. Now, there's a good possibility that I visited the landing pages. And a landing page is just basically a page on your website that gives more details about the offer once I clicked on your ad. But I'm looking at your solution, but there's a strong possibility that I'm looking at other solutions. You see, you may realize that you have the best thing since sliced bread, but is it the best thing since sliced bread for me? What is your messaging? What is the offer? What is the compelling reason that I should do business with you as opposed to the other competitors out there? So if you have not looked at the other offers, and it's not about price, but if you have not looked at the other messaging that other providers are providing as it pertains to your goods and services, I believe you may be doing yourself a disservice. So if you're doing any paid ads, be sure to check your offer. If you haven't started paid ads yet and you're like, here, okay, Stormie, give me more, you got to do some research. You got to know what the other people are saying. So there's pillar number 1. What is pillar number 2? Pillar number 2 is know your audience. Now, I am the guy that thinks that's extremely important. That's why I wrote the book on the topic. It's called The World's Best Buyer Persona System. As a matter of fact, this book really helps you identify who your ideal client is. It is so effective that Intercom named me one of the top 50 tech visionaries on the planet because of the material that's inside of this book. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, I have a firm belief, backed up by science, by the way, is that people make decisions based on emotions and then they justify it with logic. So if you can determine and spend more energy and effort to figure out what are the emotions and the feelings that are driving your ideal client to buy your goods and services, it will help you craft messaging that's going to meet them along their buyer's journey wherever they happen to be. And that's really what I go over in The World's Best Buyer Persona. So it's a great book. There's other resources out there, but here's the point. With my book, without my book, it's important that you spend time, energy, and effort to really dissect and understand who your ideal client is, their pain points, their weaknesses, what your positioning factors are as it pertains to the competitors in your space. The better you can craft your messaging for the benefit of your ideal client, the more success you're going to have as it pertains to your ideal clients. I can't tell you how many organizations that I've come in contact with that have told me paid advertising doesn't work. Just about each and every one of those scenarios, it wasn't working because there was very little time, if any, given to the ideal client and their pain points and their struggles. You do that, you will get better results out of your paid advertising. That's pillar number 2. What's pillar number 3? It's the creative. Now listen, I'm not the most creative person in the world, but I think that little zebra unicorn is pretty cool. But is your creative catchy? Is it catchy to your ideal client? You see, having a catchy creative is cool, but if it's not the right creative for your ideal client, well, then it may be the wrong creative. So spending time and energy and effort to make sure that the creative, your landing page, it's clean, it's solid, there are no typos. It looks well on mobile devices. It looks great on desktops, and it speaks their language. To your ideal clients, that's going to make a world of difference. It's got to be clean, concise, and it's got to serve the purpose. 3 distinct pillars that you have to pay attention to. And with that being said, the next video, we're going to get into number 4. So if you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe. This way you can get more videos and information as we make them available to you. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.